evening, folks. Welcome to Garblag Games. How you doing, folks? I hope everybody is well. We are just sorting out some podcasts behind the scenes. Did you know Garblag Games has many, many podcasts? And you can listen to them all on your favourite app, website, thing. And I love them. I love the podcasts. But that's enough about podcasts. We're here to play some Alien. And I'm here to play it with some friends. How you doing, friends?
I'm good.
Excellent.
I'm deciding
for the podcast listeners, Ben did a thumbs up.
I'm deciding if I'm going to be an initiate, an adventurer, or a seeker. Apparently.
Ooh, future things.
That's the Patreon.
Oh, is it? Oh, is that what I got through to?
Are you on
We use
Patreon?
cookies.
We also have a Patreon as well.
We do have a Patreon. Yeah, you appear to be linking to the Patreon there.
Oh, okay.
So
That was-
Just
that
follow.
was- Not the link I put in
Was it not?
Coriolis
Okay.
chat. No,
Maybe it linked me from the Coriolis chat.
there is a link in the Coriolis.
That
Feeds.
might be it.
Welcome to the stream where we teach Simon about the podcasts that he is
and
on.
Discord.
That he is in. While Simon's checking out the Patreon, how are you, Leon? You all right?
I am good. I have a fan blowing on me. You may see my hair wafting in the breeze.
We just thought that was because you were very cool.
Yeah, we just always got a fan on.
That's destiny.
Oh, nobody. Yeah, okay. It was making a joke.
I know. I missed it though. I'm sorry, so I decided not to acknowledge you because I thought, it's going to look so worse if I go back now because you did very well and I ruined it.
It was a parent joke. It's not a dad joke. It's a parent joke. Simon, have you found your way through the podcast and Patreon, or
Yes, we're all
are we
good.
all right to play some
Yeah, we're all
Alien
good.
in a moment?
Yeah, this is why I have nothing in contact.
And Ben, are you well? You seem to be falling into a black hole.
Yeah, well, we got a black hole. So I got a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I got the wrong dice out.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, dice. That's the thing we need as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nearly forgot about those.
Remember, you want all the yellow ones, yeah?
Nice.
Lots of yellow ones.
I've only got 2 stress
I've got one.
in session 1.
You need 3, don't you? 3's like,
No, I think
Uh,
8 was
8
optimal.
is optimal.
8 was optimal. Oh, no.
Right, I'm back.
I'm not going to do you any good if they're still in the bag, dear.
That'll be fine.
I keep them all nice and safe in my alien starter set.
Do you know what I like about Garblag is we are very much like a game table at home. It's like, oh yeah, I've left my bag. Just go into the car. rather than like, am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. People on Twitch or YouTube, tell me if I'm making sense. Thank you. So I don't feel like I
I
am.
photocopied the character sheet so I could write them down.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sensible.
Retro. But yeah, we are here to play some Alien. We are playing session 2 of the Free League published cinematic scenario, Heart of Darkness. Dun dun dun. In the first part of our game, we crashed a ship, crawled around a lift tunnel, split the party, and downloaded some stuff off a computer. Is that a good fair recap?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we definitely did not get funky hallucinations projected into our minds from outer space.
All right.
That didn't happen at
There were
all.
some cats. There were some growly cats. Meow, cats.
So a little bit of a less facetious recap. We are journeying to Erebus Station with a science team put together by Welland Yutani. You've been promised all kinds of stuff like money, book deals, tenure at your favorite science university, all that kind of stuff. It is, for the more cynical of folks, a little bit too good to be true. But they do say they have found life out near this station in the form of some sort of intelligent Hasselden lights. So we've journeyed out there. It's been 3 months in cryo. When we got there, nobody was answering the hails. Nobody was responding. And as we were trying to make a fly-in, Captain Luger of the ship we were on, played by Pete, crashed the ship into Erebus Station. Not that bad.
It was a good crash. It was a walk away from crash,
Yeah, it was,
which
yeah.
technically qualifies as a landing.
Any good landing is one you walk away from. A great one is one where they can reuse the plane.
Yep. So we did that, and we got there, and it's this. Here we go. Can we see this? Yes, it's worked. Excellent. Ooh, it's this this station. So that's the top. If I that work? Working? Oh, we'll find out. So this is the whole of the station.
Yes, we can see more of the station.
There we go.
It's kind of scrolling up and down.
Excellent. So yeah, so we crashed into deck E, I believe.
Yep. Food and supply.
We crashed into deck E, and this is where we decided to split the party because we went down. Some of the party went downstairs to deck G, and some of the party went upstairs because we want to go to deck B operations. So that's where we split. And then when we were on the way up, we didn't spot anyone. There was nobody around. Spooky. It was quiet. It was strange. We made our way to operations, and that's where that's as far as we explored. Folks who went down discovered that there was a chunk of radiation around there. That was great. We liked radiation. There was what else was there? The sounds of a cat. At least one cat meowing.
Space cats.
A tentacle.
We saw
Joes? Didn't you find some Joes?
There is, yes, there is a thing with some Joes.
I think we found the place. We didn't go in. I think
Yeah.
we found where they would be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we found any. Of
Yeah,
them
the
there.
prison guard Joes.
Yep.
Repurposed.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think did we actually find them? As in they were there, or we
No,
found
I think
where
we found the room where they should have been.
The room where
like
they
their
are.
office.
Yeah. So the
It is
room where they are. The room
Okay.
where they are. Let's do that. Let's do that while we change that picture. So if you folks can see the big scoopy bit in the middle.
Yeah.
That's outside. That circular bit, just up from that.
Yeah.
That's where you are.
Yep.
And that little square box underneath, that's where there's the working Joes are.
Okay.
If we were to proceed in the direction we believe to be north, we would encounter the place where we had all the radiation.
Okay.
Like moving. Ooh, no, don't move the overlay. That's not the right. Underlay. So moving up that way, that's where we were. Like we only got barely past where the circle bit is, and a tiny bit further up to where
Because of the radiation.
radiation was not impressed with us.
Yeah.
So we stayed down here, and we entered into some computer stuff. We found some weird things going on there, and yeah, that was it really. That was it. Nice bit of stress hit everyone. It was good. So we will return to Navarre and Ajiri. But for folks who have just joined us for the first time, or like others who might not remember everything, tell us about Navarre, Simon.
So Navarre is an analyst, and he spends all of his time in laboratories. He's not a field agent in any way. He was promised a lifetime supply of muscula, and that's why he's here. And yeah, and he's like excited because he's like out the box, and he's done some EVA stuff, and it's like everything's new, and yeah, and he's old like me.
Bit old. There's more senior member of the crew,
Yeah.
and he's the biochemical engineer that's come to assess the life form. Leading the team is Ajiri. Leon, do you want to tell us about Ajiri?
Yep, so I'm playing Ijiri. He's a radiobiologist. He's like 64, and like you say, he's leading the team. So he's had a career sort of going to the top of leading science expeditions around the place. And he's very excited to be on this one because it looks like wonderful opportunities that could, open lots of doors, but just be very, very prominent for his career. So he's worked for Weyland-Yutani for a few years now. So he's quite excited to be on this expedition and working with everyone else. He thinks he kind of holds everyone in quite high regard, really. Although he's not too sure about Hedenstrom, a member who is capable, but a bit of a wild one.
Yeah. And it's good you mentioned Hedenstrom because they are there. We split the party. There are 7 people on this mission. And Hedenstrom is probably one of the younger members of the team. He's only about 38, but he is a professor, and he's at the Gelhard Institute of Xenobiotechnologist is what he teaches in. He does have on the back of his neck, we've noticed, a barcode tattoo. He keeps talking about how it was a bit of a joke, bit of a frat boy joke, and he does give off those frat boy vibes. But yeah, he's got this barcode. Like his mates pinned him down and gave him a barcode before he left uni. He was quite friendly with somebody who went up, to Jad, who was our military personnel. But yeah, so all 3 of us are in this little circular section of the 4. Who's the 4th?
Ijiri, Hedenstrom, and Sajad.
No, Hedenstrom's not with us. Hedenstrom is in the observation deck.
I thought Lark and Sajad went upstairs and Hedenstrom.
Lark and Sajad came upstairs with us. Hedenstrom's with you.
Oh, Hedenstrom's with us.
Yeah. I thought it went that way around. Did I get it wrong?
Oh, right, yeah.
We've got Sajad. We've got the security person.
We've got security.
Have you?
Yeah, because
you guys have got Lark.
I know we got
Hedenstrom
Lark.
came with us.
Lark.
Yeah.
Hedenstrom. I said
Counts as
Hedenstrom was going to go with you,
because
but then it was
they're a synthetic.
All right.
but then it was reminded that Hedenstrom, I should keep an eye on Hedenstrom, so Hedenstrom came down with us,
Yeah,
but he was
yeah,
very
yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So Hedenstrom is quite friendly with Sajad, who is our Weyland-Yutani bodyguard, like the security. Before we got down here, she gave everybody a PDT. She actually gave Navarre a knife, didn't she? Oh,
She did.
gave Navarre a knife.
Yeah.
And she
She didn't want to.
she gave Navarre a knife. She is very comfortable with a number of firearms and pieces of equipment used to injure those. And she's the team security detail. So all 4 of us are in this circular area. Navarre and Ajiri, you noticed before this tendril just after the cat howling, and Navarre read on the. You read a weird message, didn't you?
So I basically tried to access one of the like data pads, and it came up with a new or whatever, lock me out of Cronus network files.
Mm-hmm.
Download logs from Cheiron, black hole singing. Basically, that was the
Yeah.
message.
It was a weird sort of semi-encrypted thing that showed up when you tried logging in. And then you notice this tendril pull back into the aircon, and so you hear the cat screaming. What is your plan from here? What do we do? Where do we go? Like,
I'm going to look at the security.
You're gonna-
Should we worry? Should we be worried? Can you hear that?
Sajad looks at you. She's like, yeah, but I don't know what it is. I'm just like, you're the science crew. was that? She looks at Hedenstrom. It's like, you do xenobiology things? What? And he's just like, I don't know. I'm still a bit on edge about the radiation. What do we go and find the others?
Should we go and question the Joes? Might get some information out of them.
Yeah, they might be able to help us.
Why are they in here and not with all the 99?
I mean, it looks like maybe the station's in some sort of lockdown mode, and maybe they just go into, like, as an emergency, they go into a room to protect themselves from damage. It could be a standard company policy thing that all the equipment locks down into a safe mode, and maybe it's the same for the working Joes.
Should we go find out?
Yeah, I'm curious. We've arrived on the station not through any official channels, so we've not been given any passes or anything. And if they are security, I'm a bit concerned that maybe they might treat us in a hostile way, but they should still know that we're not prisoners.
Well, even if they are, all they're going to do is walk back in the room because they've left all the prisoners to do whatever they want to do. Surely, where are the prisoners?
I'm still kind of hoping that they're locked in their cells.
I mean, further over to one, I think a level above you is where like correctional holding and stuff is. I think we've seen that already. Yeah, the correction modules are Deck F, and then the level below us is the factory complex.
Yeah, Navarre, let's go check out the working Joes.
All right. So we cross this sort of concourse, this open area. The door there is closed. Got correctional officers, and it has a series of numbers, sort of like tally down it, and there are 12 different like Joe numbers on this door. Peering in and looking through, you can see it looks like there's at least there's an officer in each of like the recharge repair bays in there. Some of them have a red light over their bay, and some of them have like a green, blue, like that kind of turquoisey light over them. It looks like, I know we're not in that sort of world, but it looks a little bit like 12 Borg in their cubicles is the kind of thing that it's slightly reminiscent of here. But we know they're not Borg. And yeah, the door is just, like a knock open kind of thing. It's not security ridden.
I will open the door, the leader of the team. Also, a side note out of the game, if you haven't watched Pete's Alien game, there's a reason I'm terrified of working Joes, and it's nothing to I'm trying to put it out of my head because it's not in my character right now. But
just check that they've all got LEDs in their eyes.
Yeah. I'm going to do a inspection.
One of them wearing a wig.
Which one was that? Desolation's Edge? Was that
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch Desolation's Edge after this if you haven't seen that one.
So we open the door. We step in. There is enough room for you to kind of walk up and down. You can see down on the floor there are a couple of like toolboxes, that kind of thing. And they all have like you can activate or activate protocol. Activate the correction officers. They're all in like these dark blue suits. They have their numbers sort of spray painted on them, on the wall.
They look damaged? Are they all seem to be working order?
Some of them look, like they've been damaged, like they've had a little bit of a moment with the General Pop, who have given them a pop or two. But there's only 3 of them that have this red light above them. 9 of them have this blue light. Not these 3 that are a thing. Only one of them looks really damaged. And some of the ones with the blue lights, they also look quite damaged.
Where do you suspect the lights are like an operation indicator? Like red light means they're broken, or is it
Can I get my little radiation counter and hold it against each of them to see if any of them have like a little bit more of a latent radiation symbol? I'm trying to work out if any of them have been in the radioactive area.
Okay, so we get our stuff out. We walk up and down. Like some of them probably have been. It's not the 3 that are out of commission or red light ones. The Jad is like, I think I've worked with some of these before. Like I think these are just the standard. And she clicks her fingers, not because Millie is trying to remember, but she is trying to remember, and she's like, yeah, these are the security models. They must just have a better protocol, or the mother they're slave to has got bigger. They don't work on their own. They're like a weird hive mind.
Okay, so we won't be able to talk to them individually like we can Lark.
Oh no, these are made to look like robots. Lark,
Mm.
and you can see like. You don't have to be like a psychologist to see the genuine disgust on her face when she mentions Lark. She's like, no, Lark. No, these you know what you're dealing with. They have a limited, like, I mean, the security ones I worked with, they sort of operated a little bit away from there. Depends what their last download update was.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll be able to use them as security for us as we wander around.
Mm-hmm.
Can we find out what their last upload was?
She puts her, well, she probably doesn't put her hands up completely. She sort of like leans back and shrugs and she says, don't ask me, man, I just work here.
Well, is there a terminal in here?
No, there's no terminals in here. There's just like the switch the droid on, or tell the droid to sleep.
They're security droids. Do they have like electro cattle prods and things like that?
They don't seem to in this room.
They have strength 10.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are pretty strong. Do you want to make like observation roll to look around?
I can do that. I can make an observation roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's all stress because I become uber stressed just from looking at a bunch of just one.
Just one. You look around. You do find like a charging station at the far end of the room, but there's no prods in there. There's nothing. There are 12 empty charging ports.
Can I try and talk to one of them?
Okay.
Do they have their number posted over like where they're
so they've all got 12 individual numbers. They're not like 1 to 12. This is like SD 73 or whatever. Okay. But yeah, you pick. You're obviously going to
pick one with a blue light.
A blue light. Okay.
Yeah.
So you head over to one of these. You switch it on. It takes a moment. Its eyes light up blue. It steps forward.
No, step back.
Yeah, it looks at you, and
please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Yeah, please state the nature of the medical emergency. Your biological and unique. No, wait.
You've got a bucket. You should be in a cell.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, they look at you. It looks at you. And says, unknown visitor, please state your name and purpose.
I'm Professor Ejiri. We're visiting to look at the science studying the black hole going right now. We were meant to meet with Science Officer Clerk and Warden Douglas Strikes, but we've not been able to locate them.
And you can see it does that thing where its eyes flash, and clearly it's like contacting the mainframe sort of thing.
TPK.
Activating its murder protocols. MDK. Sorry, I was late, viewers.
Hey.
Daddy duties.
Mouse to bed. Oh,
So yeah, the thing is, so it uploads, it contacts Mother for a moment, and looks at you, and looks at looks around. Please state the names of all visitors to Erebus Station.
okay. So we have Doctor. I don't know his first name, and my mouse has died, so I can't.
But you
I can't
do you
change tabs.
list?
I'm gonna have to run off and get my mouse.
No,
but
it's
that's why I
fine.
didn't- yeah.
Do you list the 4 folks who are with you, or do you list all 7?
I'll list all 7.
Okay.
But I will gesture to the other 3 in the room with me so that it knows that they're then.
Oh, Henstrom's not in the room.
Oh, okay.
He's not
Okay.
coming in here. Henstrom is like stood outside for no reason. There's no reason why Henstrom doesn't want to go near the security droids.
No.
On Erebus Station. So yeah, it looks and it says this unit is insufficient to escort you to the warden's office. I will activate further units to escort you to the warden's office. And turns around and walks down the line to begin activating more working Joes.
I feel Ujira isn't the sort of person that would thank the robots. I think he's kind of very much their machines and they're here to help us.
Yeah,
tools.
definitely with a Joe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it walks down the line and starts activating like the other Joes, and they step off their sort of recharge platforms, and move forwards. And you can see that there is, with the other ones, there is a number of a moment or two where their eyes sort of flicker, a little bit blue, a little bit red, a little bit white kind of thing, where they're processing stuff. There's clearly like Mother protocols going backwards and forwards. It moves down the line and it stops when it gets to one of the red lights. And it does the math. So it's activated maybe the first 4. So there's now 5 active working Joes. So they outnumber you already. And it stops at this red one. And then it moves on to the next one and activates a 6th one and says, "This is sufficient numbers to escort you to the warden's office. Please follow us." And it moves forward and out the room with 2 others. And then they stop. A couple of the others wait for you to follow them. And clearly they're going to like box you in. They're doing like a prisoner walk kind of formation.
This is much more comfortable.
Yeah. Sajad is like, I'm not a prisoner. Are we going?
Oh, yeah, but they'll be protecting us from prisoners and everyone else.
Where is the warden office? How are we going to get?
The warden's office is on deck F.
So we're going to go up.
Yes. We will use the chute.
We can't use the chute, can we? Because we'll all suffocate or something like that.
And it processes for a moment. It says, commencing repressurization of sections, and it lists a number of sections. I don't know what they would be.
Yeah.
For prisoner transfer through chute.
Ujira's kind of happy things are happening and we're on our way. He's not too keen on prisoner transfer.
Meanwhile, further up in the the station, we have Drabakowski. Ben, can you tell us a little bit about Drabakowski?
Yes, Colonel Dr. Sezia Dravakovsky is a genius, wunderkind, early bloomer, expert in both astrophysics and computer interaction. Is it computer? No, it's astrophysics and computer science. Yes, fully zero-G trained. Member of the UPP, who's been on a 10-year study abroad as part of a cultural exchange. She's probably the youngest member of the team at about 35, 36. And she's out here because, black hole.
Black hole. Weird luck.
And also, computer.
Yeah. So Drebakowski, Pete, tell us about Luger.
Luger is the glorified Uber driver who has brought all of the scientists to the mouth of hell, and has absolutely no ulterior motive for being here whatsoever. She's just trying to make sure that they don't get killed by doing stupid things with, ship procedures and that kind of stuff.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah. And is very, very interested in getting the station back online to figure out what the hell is going on.
Yeah. And the three of you, because we went up here with Lark, who is the synthetic.
Who we totally trust completely and implicitly.
Yeah, Lark is the synthetic we brought with us, who will not experience the effects of the black hole, because we can have a little bit of space wobbliness as we spend more time near this black hole. A little bit like being awake during FTL, I think it was described as. A little bit like that. However, Lark, being a synthetic being with a psychologist's protocol downloaded, will not suffer those effects in any way. They are fine. And I do believe we sent Lark send that. We sent
ahead of us.
Ahead.
Yes.
Because we went to, let me find if I've got the map.
Operations.
Yeah.
On B deck or C deck?
Yeah, I think it's on deck B. I think we've gone.
It's B, because A is the bit right at the top, which is
A
the
is
astrometrics.
Yeah. So.
Which I know you want to head to after this.
We sent
Let's get
Lark
the station running first.
all the way up here. There we go. So this is our little astrometrics. We are in the middle. Maybe I can make that a little bit bigger. Let's see. There we go. So we went up the middle in the chute, and we sent Lark out the little door to go and check before we sort of came back and maybe fought with prisoners or something.
Not be murdered. That was our main plan.
And we had this this strange little text com from Ajiri that went. Was it weird noises, or did we tell them about the tendril? I can't remember.
It was weird noises, and then I said, "I think you're getting the space madness."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we had this weird message of space weird noises. And just as you're like space madness, Lark is there, stood in the doorway, silently again, as they do. And she looks at you both in your spacesuits and says, there is atmosphere on this deck, and I believe it is safe. If you'd like to come, we can go to the operations room and perhaps find out what is happening on this station.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, sounds like a plan. That's what we want to do. Let's get in there and start powering things back up.
Okay, so we exit. We've got a couple of options. Straight ahead, if I bring this back. So straight ahead and that big curved bit north is the observations deck. And then there is like a big window, and you can see like down the corridor from that way, like the light and the black hole, because it's eating two dwarf stars, like refracting around. Left and right are airlocks, and then further back there is a rec room, damage control, armory. But immediately, like once we step out and we come around with this bit with the terminal, you see like straight ahead. This is operations. This is like I I know my little pingy thing from Frontier War is not
It
working.
looks like an eyeball.
Yeah.
It's like an eye symbol, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So that little ISIS symbol, that's like the main deck, but across both the walls are a lot of screens, computer stations. There's a couple of like chairs for folks to sit around and look and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's all there in front of us.
Should absolutely be people in this section.
I agree. There should be a number
you
of
generally
people.
have someone. I'm going to go over to the computers and start. Is it on? Is it operational?
Yeah. So when you get closer, you can hear, and it's turned down very low. But all the terminals seem to be making this chirruping sound, this like musical little noise going on. And all of them are running numbers and calculations. You can see that they're just running data, and it's just scrolling through.
Since we're running passive diagnostics on the star, let's see if we can get into this root drive and find out what is occurring.
Okay.
I want to see if there's any kind of easy access system that gives you a summary of all of the, like a station overview with anything that's on fire, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I need some dice, don't I? Hang on.
You got your alien dice, Pete.
All right. So you go over. You first thing you do is press enter, wake up, try and find a prompt. The data stream stops before you've even screen goes blank for a moment, and it says 85 9 14 9 18, and I'll post this in chat for folks to read as well. 85 9 14 09 18 hours. Beacon activated. Object identified as Cherion science boat attached to the US CSS Cronus, abandoned in system 74 years ago. MUTHUR says Cronus mission classified. Data looking deeper.
I wish to find out whatever I can about that.
So I'll just post that in. There we go, Twitch chat. You can read that. But yeah, and then by the time you get to your brain recognizes the words, you've read it, it clears, and you have the DOS prompt, the query.
I could look through the sensor logs. And see if there's anything to do with that, or that timestamp. Is that now, or is that 2 weeks ago? Or
it's, let me just. It's about 3 weeks ago, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to that time in the sensor logs, and I'll be furiously tapping away to see if there's anything that I can pick up.
What are you doing? This is not the operations section. We need to get facilities running.
Yeah, that's that panel over there. Go for it.
Okay, fine. I'll do that. What are you looking for?
Well, clearly this is important for some reason, so I'm just checking it out. You fire up the ventilation systems.
Sure, if you say so.
All right.
I guess you know what you're doing.
I hope so.
So, Pete, have a Luga make a Comtech roll, and Drabacast.
Do I have any I don't think I have any stress yet, do I?
You've been pretty chill.
Yeah.
I mean, we could make some stress happen if you want to just get stressed.
Hey, it's fun. You get those first couple of dice. They're not too bad. Okay, I got one success.
Okay. So you scroll back through the logs. So about 5 weeks ago, no, actually, it's a little bit more than that. They discovered the Haselden lights, because obviously you've been in cryo for 3 months. So about 3 months ago, they discovered the Haselden lights. Further study discovered around where the Haselden lights was a large object in a plasma stream, like from one of the stars. They decided to send a couple of the little tugs, the work pods out with
Worker bee things.
Yeah, with a couple of the convicts to sort of nudge it with the gravitational pulls, so that they could bring it closer, and in fact bring it on board. And that was about 5 weeks ago when the trajectory brought it close. It was brought on board. After that, in those in week 5 and week 4, if we're in week 0, week 5 and week 4, there was a notable increase in the Joes reporting power failures. There was a noticeable number of fights and accidents. Convict WY773 accidentally fell over in the shower 7 times. That sort of thing. And then about 3.5 weeks ago, there's no logs. It's all been data file unavailable. Data file not found. They've deleted all the logs.
Whoa. They've deleted the last 3.5 weeks worth of logs. Drabs.
Deleted logs? Okay. Well, once I get
That's not
primary
good.
systems online, I will take a further look, because they may have deleted main files, but will be backups and redundancies.
Looks like they brought something on board about 5 weeks ago that was dangling in a plasma stream about there.
Oh, that sounds safe. Yes,
Since
of course, that's
then,
a
they've
logical
been
thing to do.
suffering some problems.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder. The radiation levels would be astronomical.
Does it say where they brought it on board? Or has that been erased?
Let me be. Starboard hangar deck on deck G, which is where your friends are. Drebikowski, would you like to make a Comtech roll? I believe you are very good at this.
I am a dab hand at this. Right, let's be having you then. 1, 2, 3, and 4, because there's one on the stress dice. Yay!
Nice. All right, so over on the other side, while Luger is looking over and reading through some of these incidents, Drabikowski, like Neo from the Matrix, she's just all over it. Trinity from the Matrix, perhaps, all over it. You manage to set up a couple of things. You get the holo tab, which is the desk in the middle of the room, to fire back up, and it depicts this blue holo of the station. It looks like where you've crashed, a number of fires have broken out around there. You can see that there are a number of PDTs available and around the station. Yeah, you can see like basic readouts on thrusters, sensors, communications, plasma collectors. What you don't get is like a ping back from Mother, like the AI that should be monitoring all this. She's just sort of AWOL. And a lot of what's being sort of monitored is by the secondary server, DAUT data. Is
It
sort
is
of
unusual. I read Mother is absent. Secondary system of data is running diagnostics, but there is no sign of Mother.
That's odd.
The
Well-
station on this scale, Mother should be able to run in secure mode even without crew.
Is there a mother room or like a data
Well, that's the
communication
step
method?
I will identify.
Just kind of say over my shoulder as I'm looking through.
actually Mother, for some strange reason, is down on the health and wellness deck. She's a deck below you.
Makes sense, actually. Mother is concerned about all of our health and wellness.
Yeah. And yeah, you can also fire up a bunch of PDTs. Obviously, everything on the station has PDTs, including yourself, as Sajida's provided. So you fire them up. You can
Okay, located PDTs, found Mother. She is in spa.
There is somebody down on deck C with Mother. There is somebody down on deck F in the security office. There is a roving one on deck H, which is the factory complex. And then there are a large congregations of people in 4 places. There is 16 in hydroponics on deck C, 24 in the starboard hangar deck on G, 21 in the cell block on F, and 20 in the lifeboat bay on deck I.
How many are
Lifeboat
moving around
bay.
apart from the one that you identified as being mobile?
So on their own, you've got 1 in Mother, 1 in the security office, 1 on deck H, and then after a moment or two, data goes additional PDTs located on station. Display, yes, no?
Yep.
So it pings up. So you've got all the blue ones of the station, like these are the ones that are our system. It pings up, I don't know, like yellow and red. It pings up 2 different sets. So there's a set of 7 yellow PDTs. 2 of them, no, actually 3 of them are in the room where you are. 8 of them are not. So there's a set of 7 which you can work out are yourselves.
They're us, yep.
And then there's another 8 which are not.
Red ones.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not encouraging. I'm seeing 3 station PDTs which are mobile. 7 for us are mobile. Further 8 which are mobile and not identified as station ID, but also not us. And then remaining PDTs are all stationary in one of 3 locations.
Does it tag whether they're, for the station ones, does it tag whether they're staff or prisoner?
It doesn't, but you could hack. It doesn't display any ID. I guess it's not sensible.
Just a location.
Not sensible to tell you where the warden is if you are in a prison break.
Sure.
I can push further and find more.
But yeah, any of them. You kind of look, and you, as you're watching on the holotape, Lark, one of the dots, which you assume is Lark, has walked out towards one of the other dots, which is not part of your crew. And as you watch the dot on the holotab sort of leave towards this other dot that is like central down onto your layer, you can hear Lark go, hello, my name is Lark. I'm a psychologist. Is there anything I can help you with? As she's like shouting out across the deck.
Oh, we can literally hear her, but not through comms. But
Lark is on this deck with you.
Yeah, and is shouting at someone else who's
And
coming towards us.
Well, they weren't coming towards you. They were just in another. Like she's clocked, and she's going to see the other person.
Okay.
And she's walked off to go and.
She's doing her job.
Look, we don't know what the hell's going on here. This is weird.
Cool.
Get comms working and comm whoever that is in the security office. I'll go and see what Lark's doing.
So you follow Lark out of the room, down the corridor.
I'm gonna take my gun out.
Good plan, you honest.
But just like low and not, but just like it's in hand.
Are you trying to move like stealthily? Are you trying to?
I suppose I would, without thinking about it. I'm trying to like be not. If someone's going to jump out at Lark, I'd want them to not know I was there. So I guess I am, without thinking about it, probably.
Okay. Let's make ability roll.
Yeah. 1 success.
Okay. So are you like move quietly down this corridor towards where you could hear Lark like shouting out the sort of footsteps quite soft, it's on like the carpeted floor kind of thing. It's quite nice up here. Yes. All right. Okay. So you you follow it down, and you hear Lark say, "Are you okay? I have basic medical training. Is my priority to preserve human life." And as you sort of come into which. So she's headed down towards the back end of the room, like around a sort of curved corridor, back towards damage control, where she's seen this kind of ping, and she heads that you can hear her. I have basic medical training if that's helpful.
Getting rid of those stress levels, Pete. Get them warmed up. Pen all nice and ready to tick those boxes.
Got my little dice ready.
Okay. And you hear like a thud. And as you sort of round the corner, you can see like Lark from behind, and it looks like somebody has like leaned in for a kiss. Like there's two hands around the side of her head. There's somebody's and this figure, this pretty big figure is there. I'm just going to roll some dice and see what happens here.
Human figure, human hands.
I mean, it's got two hands and yeah, it definitely looks humanoid. It's a bit hard to tell in the light.
It's not blue rubber, is it?
Blue rubber, yeah. No.
Step away from the synth.
Yeah. All right, I just need to.
The gun is coming up.
Okay. I just got to look up something in a book, folks. I didn't bring my GM shield over here.
Uh-oh.
Serious roleplay time now.
Yeah.
Gotta flip through the book.
I'm looking through books.
I'm in trouble. Getting that book out. Here comes the TPK.
Yeah.
Or
I mean-
HPK, half party kill.
Half
you know.
party kill.
Unless you trigger the self-destruct button.
Yeah,
I like your thinking.
Drabakowski can
That's
just.
going to be my first port of call.
Recently discovered the Go PDFs because I don't know why it took me so long to realize this. I can use Control F to find keywords in the rule books in PDFs.
Oh, yes, very
yeah.
handy.
All right, so it reaches forward. This figure, humanoid figure, looks like a big dude. Reaches forward for them. Grabs either side of Lark's head as if to sort of, kiss. And after a moment,
Very friendly.
very friendly. You see Lark's hands begin to like shake and twitch.
Stop! What are you doing? Stop!
And then it sort of pushes her back, twists her. Obviously, there's a spray of yogurt. We knew that was going to come. It drops her to the floor, and looks up at you with your. What have you got? Like a little.
I've got a little EVA pistol.
Oh, okay. This little
Yeah.
EVA pistol.
I'm going to put a stress point on, shall
Yes, yes, you get stress.
I? I'm going to shout, hostile, hostile. Can I whack my, are we on open comms? Can I whack my comms and shout hostile, hostile, hostile?
I think we have open comms between you and Drabakowski, but
Okay.
it was
Yeah, it's
definitely
local.
text
Yeah,
between
yeah. Okay.
Azuri and everybody else.
Yeah. I will be saying, stop that, hostile, hostile.
And it sort of stands there. It looks down at Lark, who, they're a synthetic, so they're not dead. They're just doing that goldfish thing. And it looks up at you, and I realize I don't have my combat cards. Does anybody have the combat cards nearby?
Is it like 7 foot tall and black
Do you want the
with
initiative
like a
check?
curved
Yeah.
head and big
No,
claws?
right? Okay.
I'm like, what is it? What am I looking at?
So this is like it looks like a person, right? But as the light is a bit weird, you can see like sections of the skin look slightly like ribbed, sunken in places where you can see like the bone. Does anybody know the Geiger painting of Syl?
It's beginning to look a lot like
I
hybrids.
don't. I can Google it.
Ah,
I
let me
know
see.
Syl and I know Geiger.
Do you
So
want?
I can
do you want-
imagine.
Do you want these? Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, I want. I'm just gonna let me see if I can get this picture up for folks who are unfamiliar.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Looks like looks something a bit like Out of Species, almost.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's what Syl was.
Yeah.
Let me just drop her down there. Yeah, so we're a little bit like this is not because it's like a little bit bigger. This looks quite dainty and also stuck in something. But yeah, sunken flesh in places, grey color, almost biomechanical in certain places. And it kind of does that thing as it looks at you. And yeah, so Simon, have you got them?
Yeah. Who wants that one?
I'll have that one. It's a 5. Excellent. Let me-
Simon co-GMing here by doing the initiative. I'll take that one.
Oh no, that's Pete's. That's Pete's. Why would I have one?
4.
Okay.
All right. 5.
Trabs?
Am I taking one or just Billy
Yeah,
get two?
yeah, go, yeah.
Okay, I'll have that one.
yes, you will. Oh, 2 is good.
Simon, will you draw me 2 more? What do I
Oh,
get?
shit.
Party kill.
A 1 and an 8.
Oh.
All right.
3. I'm dead.
It's got a speed of 3. All right.
dead.
Ouch. Oh.
I hope you've got some sort of quick draw ability there, Luger.
No, you already have your thing.
I've got my gun out and pointed now
Um,
because as it was going on, I'm not stupid.
Remember to aim.
Remember the camp?
No, I'm gonna run.
Watching that the other day. It's great. All right.
Depressurize. Pink.
So on initiative 1, the thing looks at you. And it looks at you with these like dark black pupilless eyes. It's just completely black. I need you to I need you to make a wits roll. Attribute only, no skill.
Oh God! All hail Hypnotoad. 1 success.
Excellent.
2 3s and a 6.
Excellent. So you look at it, and this is quite unsettling. Your stress level goes up.
Oh shit!
From its, I mean, it's essentially one of its attacks as it literally bores into your shoulder. But you can feel like the adrenaline running, and like if you were a smaller monkey, you might be absolutely petrified to the spot.
I am.
Mm-hmm. Drabs, you've heard Luger shouting contact. There's been a bit of a gargle from Lark. I would say it would be like, what is move? Like, remember the actions? Like
Ability?
no, because you have a fast and a slow action.
Oh yeah.
So I would reckon you could use up all your slow action to get there and have a quick action if you want.
No, don't be silly. I'm going to shut the doors.
You're going to shut him in the room.
No, except for the one that Luger is going to be supposed to be coming through. I'm going to shut all the other doors.
Just shut the doors, otherwise you'll be dead as well.
It's still got to get through you. If you manage to run, if I hear you scream, I'm shutting the other door.
You can hold. Can you hold your actions?
You can hold. I think there is. If you don't use your quick action, you can't counter and stuff
Okay, well,
like that.
I'm going to hold my action then, and I'm
Uh-huh.
going to hold it over lockdown for the control room.
Okay.
And if I hear Luger die, I'm locking down the control room.
You're gonna lock yourself in the control room where
Yes.
you can get in the chute and get out of dodge. All right.
You betcha.
All right, Luger. On 4. What are you doing?
I'm going to run back to the control room.
She's gonna turn around and flee.
Yeah, because Luger's not stupid,
No, she's not.
and Luger's quite practical, and
Luger probably
once-
knows that synths can hold their own against people stronger than you.
And to be honest, synths can be replaced. So I will run back to the control room.
Okay, so it stares at you. You run. Drabs, you see Luger like. And how do you are you just in a blind like fuck mode, or is it like?
Oh no! I turn and full run, but I'm not like, "Ah!" I'm like, "God, I'm coming! Shut the fucking doors!"
Okay. So you run. You put the control room into lockdown, and we're not in initiative because we don't know what it does after that. It doesn't come to one of the doors and bang on the door. It's like quiet, and then the holo table goes display data for personnel. Yes, no.
Yes.
We need to get out of here. That's some sort of fucking monster.
What are you talking about? Now who is sounding like they have the space crazy?
Like Lark is dead. It tore its head off. So, look,
could be
even
some
if it's
guy
not a
with
monster,
mallet.
just be a crazy guy.
Well,
or
it can't get in
girl,
here. We have locked down. We need to get system
Okay,
operation.
I'm gonna
get in touch with
message.
others.
I'm gonna message Jiri on my text thing and say, crazy shit going on in this station. Someone just tore Lark's head off. We're locked down in the control center. Help.
Okay. So as these 6 Joes like move into formation around you, we see Henstrom sort of pulling up his jacket a little bit.
Someone got a little barcode scanner.
They don't need barcode scanners. They've got eyes.
Which are barcode scanners?
Which are barcode
I was just thinking more for comedic effect, like a little Joe hand that comes up with a little
QR scanner, and it just then does this to him. Hang on, stay still, move back. You can turn the brightness up on the back of his head. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Where are we? We are here. All right. So it finishes repressurizing. Shoot for prisoner transfer to warden's office. Please follow us, and it puts you in like it sort of boxes you round in this formation. And the original Joe that you spoke to begins walking forwards. There is like this pause, and then unless you don't move, like the back 2 and the side ones will give you a shove, kind of an impolite kind of bump to move you along. Maybe it's just because they're Joes and they don't have any like interpersonal skills.
No, I'm sure this is just they only have a standard protocol for guarding people, so it's.
Can I put my hand on Hellstrom's shoulder and look him straight in the eye and say, "You've got this. You've done this before. You can do this." And can I use my manipulation to basically just make him believe me? Because I'm really good at that kind of stuff.
Sure. I think this is more command than manipulation, though.
Is it? Okay.
You're trying to bolster him, aren't you? Rather than
basically, yeah. Because
like,
I think he looks. It's like, Yeah,
he's definitely popping his collar, man. He's definitely.
Yeah. It's like okay. No.
Who needs a big plaster?
I got a 1.
Okay.
Is that a? No, that's fine, isn't it? Because I got a stress dice. Woohoo! Oh no, it's okay. I got a face hug on my stress dice.
All right, make a panic roll.
Okay, 2d6, yeah.
Is that your stress? Is your stress 2?
My stress is 1.
It's 1 dice, add your stress.
Yep.
Oh, 1 dice. Okay, yeah. 6.
Yeah, you've been in more stressful situations than this, haven't you,
Yeah.
Navarre? You've
Oh
been.
yeah.
You've been
yeah.
totally been in situations
Yeah,
where.
I've had beakers overflow and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Centrifuges not working. Everything like that.
Bunsen burner blows out, and you're like, "How long is this on for? Am I going to get carbon monoxide?" No.
Totally been in things like that.
Yeah.
All right. So you look over at Hedstrom. He is a bit bricking it. He's surrounded by prison guards. He's got a fake prison tattoo on his back of his head, and he's being marched through a prison. And you look at him. Don't worry about this. We've got it. Are you just trying to like? What is you just want him to like calm down? Maybe reduce the stress level a little bit. Okay.
I just don't want him to do anything stupid.
All
Like
right.
try and make a run for it or something.
Right. So yeah, he pops his collar. He moves closer, maybe to you a little bit. No, actually, you'll probably move closer to Sajad because they're quite friendly. And he's like, "Yeah, pal. Yeah, of course I've got it. I've never been arrested before. Is this gonna go on like my academic record?
I don't think you've been around. I think we're going to the warden's office.
Oh, good. And that Ajiri, like when these guys are having this kind of moment, that's when you get Luger's kind of weird message.
I received an alarming message, Sigad Navarre, from Luger. Apparently, Lark has been attacked and decapitated. They seem to be in kind of a panic. We should probably...
The Joe at the back goes, "Whilst in prisoner transport, prisoners will remain silent."
Okay, there's been a misunderstanding here. We're not prisoners. We're visiting scientists here to observe the black hole and the anomalies here.
So the Joe's eyes kind of flicker red for a moment. And all 6 of them say in creepy union, whilst in prisoner transport, prisoners will remain silent.
Now, see here.
58-year-old guy. Is that Jimmy? He's pretty. This is just like.
Do you know who I am?
Respected Dr. Radiobiologist, Dr. Tetsu Ujiri, I am visiting this site. We are not prisoners. You are escorting us to the warden, who we are to meet with on official Wayland-Yutani business.
As you're shouting at him, you can see its eyes kind of flicker red a bit. Can you make a command roll?
I can try.
These aren't the scientists you're looking for.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty commanding. It's got to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a lot of dice. This is 11 dice. So 2 of them are stress. Oh, 1 success and 1 on the standard black die.
Okay, cool. So you look at now. We're respected scientists, and you can see like the way you've spoken to this Joe is causing some sort of internal conflict kind of thing, like maybe the body language and it's clearly doing the like I need to raise this to a manager, but my manager is currently like processing something and not talking to anybody. I have to make these decisions on my own kind of thing. As you're there, it's processing stuff. Navar, can you make an observation roll for me?
Yes. I'll do me face hugger, which is 4, so that's
Okay.
fine. You don't go up stress when you face hugger, do you?
No,
It's only
not
when
unless it triggers one that ups it.
That's fine. So I got 3 successes and 1 face hugger. So 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. Okay. So you're there, and you watch as and you see it coming. So you're gonna get like a choice. You see, first it looks kind of bright in this sort of situation. There is 2 guys in yellow clothes that step out of what looks to have been like a room to a side. Maybe they've come like from a broom cupboard or something down towards this way. You look, and they step out. And because you got 3 successes,
Yeah.
like they're holding what looks like a flamethrower.
Okay.
And they step out. So what do? You've got 2 successes, which means I'll give you 3 successes. So you spotted it, and then you've got 2 extra actions. What do you do with those initial? Because essentially you've worked out they're going to flamethrower some Joes.
Yeah. So I'm basically going to grab. I'm going to grab Hellstrom because he's the one I'm next to.
Yeah, you're next
right?
to Hellstrom.
I'm going to push him out the corridor. I'm going to push him into whatever side bit.
You're just going to shove him out of the way.
Yeah. I'm going to go with him, and then I'm going to shout flamethrower as I go.
Okay. So all right. So you push. Right, you push this dude sideways.
And go with him.
Follow him through.
Yeah.
Look at like Sajjad and
Sajjad.
and Ajiri and go flamethrower.
Yeah.
And just like try and roll.
basically, yeah, because I'm going to try and just to get us so we're like behind a corner or behind something,
Just some sort of cover. All right.
some sort of cover.
I like it. All right. So, I need. All right. So Navarre and Hellstrom don't need to make a roll. Ejiri and Sajad, I'll roll for them down here. Please make a mobility roll. You can have a bonus dice from Navarre's shout.
Never. Ability. Okay. Not as bad as I thought.
Her character sheet. Oh, there it is. For no reason I had that up. Okay.
No successes. I got 1 on a black die.
Would you like to push your roll? It will up your stress level, and you can roll everything again, including the new stress dice.
Yes, I would like to push that, please. Because I do not want to get flamethrower.
Do we get more stress? As in, it's a stressful situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got 2 successes and 2 face huggers.
Oh.
Okay, so do I roll out the face huggers first?
Yeah, we always do the panic roll first, because if you roll over a 10 on a 10 or more on a panic roll, you automatically fail no matter what. Like you could have had 10.
It's just one panic roll. Lynn.
Yeah,
it's just
not
one
two.
dice.
One
then.
dice, add your current
Add
stress
all your
level.
stress.
Yeah, so I rolled 1 plus 4, so 5 in total.
Okay.
Oh, stress.
Jimmy's not having a good day, pal. He's been here an hour, 2 hours at most. He's not having a good day.
But he
all right.
crashed. There's no air. No one's here and meant to meet us.
Mhm.
This is not how things are meant to be.
Okay, so Navarre pushes Hellstrom to the side, shouts out to you and Sajid. You like there is panic. There is like, oh my god, it's all we've only just got here and everything is not working out. We've been arrested, we're about to be flamethrowed. Navarre's got a knife.
The most
He doesn't
threatening
know.
thing.
No. He
doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Luger and Drubakowski have broken Lark. And then suddenly, like you roll out the way. Sajad, who is just a moment or two behind you, an electric.
It's not in the. Is it in the book? Shotgun.
It's all right. I've got some gear cards in the PDF
Okay. Cool.
because they did not do well.
Oh dear.
Gotta say, Sir Jad, you had one job.
But there were
Okay.
6 Joes, right?
Yeah, there were 6 Joes.
Wow.
So these 2 guys come out the front. The Joes have turned around to talk to Ejiri. Everybody rolls left. Sajad rolls down, but as she's sort of falling, the shotgun kind of goes off, hits a Joe in the leg as it's the shot. You watch as it kind of makes this Joe sort of jigger on the side. From the other side, you hear other folks going, "Fuck 'em up, boys!" kind of things. More voices come from another side. And suddenly you find yourself in some sort of riot between convicts and Joes that you've activated. Sajad looks at you, Ejiri, as you're sort of moving along, and she's like, "This is not good, Chief." Yeah, shit. As you're kind of over there, Navarre, with Hellstrom, this dude, shaven head, yellow jumpsuit, towering over you as you're down on the floor, goes, You don't want to go with them. You want to come with us. Wix is interested in talking to you.
Oh, all right. So they've flamed the Joes, and this guy's now
This
in
dude
our
has
face.
come from another, like, they've orchestrated an ambush for the Joes and
You're
yourself.
surrounded.
Yeah, they've come from a couple of angles. You saw the dudes who jumped out ahead. This dude has come from somewhere else, and he's like, you don't want to go with them. You're going to come with us. Wix wants to meet you.
Okay. So let's see where I stab him.
Okay.
I love you, Simon.
3 successes.
The guy.
No facehuggers.
All right, so that's a close combat roll, yeah?
Yeah.
So you just sort of pull the knife out, swing it at him.
No,
Well-
straight up, because he's above me.
Yeah, he's
so I'm
above-
literally going to come straight up.
Right, throat.
That's
All
kind
right.
of where I'm going.
Groin or throat, one of the two.
Yeah.
Swing it at him. This dude's a convict. He's just like the fuck sort of thing. Yeah. Let's draw some initiative cards, please, Simon.
Okay.
Here he was getting ready to. We've come on holiday by accident.
Do you want this one? Or should I have this one?
You can have it. Ah, you got a 7. He gets an 8. We're not going to roll for Hellstrom. He doesn't want to get in a fight. Do you want to pull one for Ajiri? It's a 6.
6. Sorry.
Yeah, let's pull one for Sajad. 9.
9. This suggests he's gonna survive my first hit.
He does unfortunately survive the first hit, Simon. He is a convict. He's a meaty dude. So you swing, you
Could
stab
have been
him.
a white collar crime.
Could have been a white. This one, no.
He did all the books for the gangsters.
What are you
in
It's
for?
like he's got like little glasses on the end of his nose.
Pulls out
Can I
his
just-
glasses.
Can I just take this opportunity to say that Hellstrom's my buddy,
Mhm.
which is the reason why I didn't say Leon.
Oh yeah, I figured that was
Yeah. So who was 6? That was Ajiri.
yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, a couple of the Joes are now melting and flailing around on fire. A couple of one of them is just shocked and fallen down because of the gun that went off, and then the 3 at the back are having a fight with a couple of convicts who have got a number of like wrenches, hammers. One of them looks like they've got a spike from something. And they look disturbingly good at fucking up working Joes. Like they've done this before. What would you like to do?
He would like to basically shout, "Everybody, calm down!" Like, what the fuck is going on?
All right.
We just got here.
All right. There's a fight break, and then Jimmy just wants everyone to calm down. Sure. Do you want to make like a command roll?
Yeah, command roll.
Sure.
Yes, please. I would like to make a command roll. Is that the? I don't have a knife.
Neither does Sajad. No, she does. In that
She's got about 12 knives, doesn't she?
in that meme where you have to deposit all your weapons at the door, she's pulling one
Max 2.
out of a boot
roll.
and that kind of stuff.
I got 3 successes. No ones. No face huggers.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So,
I mean, I'm going to let them kill the Joes. I don't care about stopping them.
But you kind of get like Hellstrom to stop, sort of like, oh my god, I'm in a prison riot and I've been arrested. This is not a good day, kind of thing. So Diad looks over at you and she's like, yeah, boss, let's move kind of thing. Like they are with you. One of the convicts looks from the fight kind of thing and says, "Wicks, get to Wicks," as he sort of swings a pick in the face of a Joe kind of thing.
Got
7.
a special on this weekend for timber and tiles.
Yeah. 7. Is that you, Navar?
That's me.
All right.
Yeah.
You just stab this dude.
Knife in knife time.
So as I'm like a biologist,
Uh-huh.
I should know
He's
some
gonna
really
stab him.
cool places to you know.
Stab him.
Well, yeah, more kind of like, oh look, your tendons don't work anymore. Oh look, your arm's falling off.
I mean, if you was stood still in a biology lab, that would be really
I do my
easy.
panic roll.
But
so
he's
my panic
very
roll's 6.
cross.
Only 2 successes this time.
Okay.
And I hope he can stop stabbing.
And I've saved my aim so I can block.
Okay. So you just like double down on the knife, and sort of swing it a little more.
I think you're the way you holding a knife perhaps wouldn't be the way I would have hold the knife. I think it'd be a bit more like I've done this before, kind of holding the knife.
Yeah, this is
Not like I've watched some movies.
yeah. So you swing it. It definitely looks like he's done this particular move before. Like it's unsettling in how perhaps calm Navar has just dispatched this big looming convict. Sajad is definitely like, huh. As she's she's gonna want to move over there. He does die. You killed this convict. Hellstrom looks at you.
Everyone else gets 1 stress, don't they?
Yeah.
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 Sorry.
I think about 10 stress because my co-worker that I'm in charge of just murdered a guy.
Hellstrom is just like, sorry, Henstrom is just like, you fucking killed him. You fucking, and like there's blood all over you. There's blood all over the thing. This other convict behind you all is like, Wicks, you have to get to Wicks. Let me just check where Wicks is. He
This is the point where Navar tears his shirt off and goes to town on the rest of the convicts as well.
yeah.
Right, Navarre's covered his body in tattoos.
He
There's a map of the
was
prison.
like above me, like looking down on me. I was like a bit freaked.
That's what Yuri's going to tell himself as well.
I was
Like,
a
it was
bit
a very
freaked and
stressful
basically
situation.
Just went, do you know what I mean?
So this other dude shouts, Wicks, you've got to get to Wicks. Hellstrom's wigging out again. He's dead, but the other convicts and the Joes are all kind of at it. There's yogurt going in a couple of places now. There's also claret as well everywhere. It doesn't look pretty. The air smells terrible. Sajad comes up to you, Ajiri, helps you kind of like hand on the back of the head. She's doing bodyguard shit, right? So she's like head back ahead, push you down, runs towards Navar kind of thing. Let me just check on the map where you are.
Is it safe to run towards Navar? He might stab a jury.
She thought it was. She thought it was. Not sure anymore. Let's see. Here we are. Yes. No, that is definitely not the right level. Let me look over here and bring it up on this one. And we don't need her. Sorry, I'm doing about 4 things at once when I shouldn't.
The jury's logical side is actually quite impressed that Navar managed to kill a guy.
All right. So like where the chute is, kind of thing. We've marched up there. We're literally just in this bit of corridor. Some have come around one side of the curve, some have come around the others, and the other convicts must have come up both sides, kind of behind, or maybe out of a cupboard or something in before you've got there. You've kind of rolled back, so you may be just in the corridor where you've came from, and this fight is kind of on one side of the circle to go around the chute. So Sajjad kind of pushes you back. The fight is going on. Sort of brings us back around. Like if we sort of stayed in initiative a bit, like Navarre, is there any more fighting? Do you want to get back into the fray, or are you happy with this dead man at your feet?
There isn't anyone stood over me with a wrench anymore. I don't feel threatened.
I mean, there's a little bit of threat going on because there's a fight between 4 droids and about 8 convicts. Sajjad,
I'm like really like, where's the flamethrower?
Yeah.
But I'm keeping calm.
It's gone off a couple of times. Sajjad,
We know not to give Simon flamethrowers. That's been proven in previous Alien shows. So we don't give Simon flamethrowers.
Sajjad sort of is like, Chief, we need to move. I don't know the layout, but we could go back into the concourse. Maybe there will be an EVA place. We could get out of one of the airlocks, move around, go and meet up with Luger and Drabakowski. Doesn't mention Lark.
We could go up the chute to level F. It should have been decompressed. It should have been.
She looks at you and she says, "There's a fight round the corner with synths and convicts. There's just one of me, Navarre. I can't keep you all alive."
So we go up the chute, get to level F.
The corrections?
Yeah, but that's also where the warden's office is.
And obviously Navarre, Sajjad looks at Jiri. She's an NPC. She's not going to make.
Yeah, I'm not sure the warden's going to be there. If all the prisoners are out, something's gone wrong. I mean, the prisoners told us to go find a person called Wix. That doesn't seem sensible, but I'm not sure what is right now. I just nearly got flamethrowed. And you displayed, I'll be honest, phenomenal knife skills I didn't know you possessed. It was terrifying, but I'm kind of excited at the same time.
Never doubt a biologist with their scalpel kit.
Yeah.
When you dissected a lizard, frogs and stuff.
I feel like they had no reason to tell us to go and find someone else. They could have just killed us there. So I'm tempted that maybe we can help them out because we have a ship. I mean, crashed, but maybe mutually we can help each other figure out what's going on here. Maybe they're all white collar crimes.
You're the boss. You're in charge.
Where the hell would this Wix person be? I mean, maybe the warden's office.
I'll shout to the guy that just shouted at us, "Where's Wix?"
You shout back down the corridor into the fight.
This fight
yeah, where's Wix?
Like, I fucking hate you. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, where's Wix?
Where's Wix? Surprisingly, everybody seems to be having a bit of a Barney, and nobody replies.
Okay, we should.
Is there one of the yellow-coated guys quite close to us? I can just walk behind him and grab him and drag him out the fight so he can answer the question.
I mean, Sajjad is like, please don't go back in the fight. We should be leaving.
So maybe we should go up the chute then, because if the inmates
go
are
up and
there,
head to
we
the
might
warden's
find
office.
Wix. Up
Yeah.
the chute. Oh, I see what
need a
you're
pay
saying.
rise.
So we can't. Oh, right. So the chute is where the
Like,
fight is.
You
I
have to
need a-
duck through the fight to get to the chute.
Okay, so we're not doing that then.
I mean,
Right.
you could try and
So we'll have to EVA it. Wow.
you could try like a stealth, like a kind of like
I don't think we'd get through.
Just
that.
do a
Can't you-
C3PO and R2D2 right through the middle.
Yeah, you could
I'm
try
not.
that.
I'm not going to allow you to risk us
Should we
going
just
through there.
should we just stand here and wait till it's finished and then we'll just,
we just
walk
wait till the
through?
fight's finished. See who wins.
Hellstrom just goes, you guys fucking throw. This is just, you're an old man. And he's
Who's
just
your-
like,
So's Christopher Lee.
yeah.
I'm
kind
I'm
of
going to
thing.
look at Hellstrom, looking straight in the eye. I thought he was coming for you. I didn't want him to end your life so young. Is that manipulation roll?
That's a manipulation roll.
Yay!
Sadistic manipulation roll.
Simon's secret mission is to roll 30 manipulation rolls throughout this series.
Wouldn't that be
Going
funny
on.
if that's what they made the personal agendas? Like,
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this
yeah.
X
9
number of
dice.
times.
I'm only on 9
Like a
dice.
fetch quest.
2 successes. Only 2 successes on my 9 dice.
He looks at you, and he is speechless. He's just like, you can see him processing, like, and as we sort of take this moment for Hellstrom to sort of work out, back upstairs, you can see, and it's a bit of a tense. You send this message. You watch as what we've worked out is our PDTs and the station's PDTs. 4 of them are surrounded. Then more of the PDTs converge upon the movement. One of the PDTs switches off, and some of the PDTs move away. Your friends move away, and the holodeck, the holotable says, what would it say? It would be something.
Prison riot in progress.
No, it wouldn't say prison riot in progress, but
Lockdown in section 4,
yeah,
5.
fire. in
Excellent
fire
knife
check.
skills on level G.
Yeah, and it doesn't offer you the PDTs of the station, but it says something like PDT external PDT data downloaded. Display information. Yes, no, kind of information.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So this is the red ones, yeah?
Yeah. So
And where are they on the station?
So it's your PDTs and these other PDTs that it wants to display.
Mhm.
This is the one, the non sort of
The unidentified ones.
yeah. Let me just no.
Okay, Luger, if there is threat, which it looks like there is, we saw weapons locker when we came through. See if you can find anything inside.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Billy specifically told me that,
I will
told us
go-
there was a weapons locker in
Okay.
this room.
I will go to the weapons locker.
So
And I will keep checking the scenario.
Mhm. Are there any air vents in this room?
Yeah, of course there are. Of course there are.
Die hard size air vents or actual air vents?
Air vents.
Oh, okay.
Like enough.
Why is there a fence?
Enough for. If there were
A
if
small
there were,
cat, for
small
instance.
cat. Meow. We've heard a cat. There is a cat on the station, we think. All right. So, PDTs. Obviously, it displays your PDTs, your friends' PDTs down another level. Let's see. Okay. So. These other 7 PDTs, like 4 of them are on G deck in the hangar.
Right.
Let me see what their names are. Go away.
Got the message of Fury's going to send Luger back off the
Yeah.
lark. Their message is like Navarre, not like shiv the guy.
That's what Hellstrom's writing in
Is
his
that it?
diary right now.
It's a bit specific.
Yeah.
I I think it should just be encountered bad guys. Ran away.
All right, so of these 7, we've got Guzman, Kelly, Belly, and Levine, and they're all prefixed with WYCRONUS dash Guzman, WICRONS, Belly, kind of thing, and that's the prefix. You look as you've got Mer, who is on D deck, and then you've also got Avery, that is down in J deck in the boiler room, and then on E deck, it is and it's a curious one for you here, Drebakowski, because it says WYCRONUS dash Luger.
That's interesting.
And that's on E deck.
Luger, do you have
Yeah.
a relative?
Let me just check.
There is Wayland Yutani team here. I do not recognize designation. WY is very self-descriptive. Possibly retrieval squad? Or
What?
there's some kind of Wayland Yutani team on board, and one of them is called Luger.
Okay, I've reached the gun cabinet, and I let go of the gun cabinet. I run back into the other room.
Yeah. So you run back.
Where?
Look, it's data. It's not picture.
Where?
Right here.
It's on the residence deck. It's on E deck.
I'll look for like.
Mhm.
How do we get there?
Let me.
We don't get there. If we get there, you open door and the monster thing comes in and kills us.
No, we go down the chute.
Can't
we go down the chute?
Yeah, you could just go down the chute.
Near where we crashed.
It's the level.
Landed, docked.
It's the level you docked on. Yeah, it's the level you docked on.
Docked.
There appears to be some trouble in bottom of chute at the minute, because there was scuffle, lots of PDT movement.
Mm-hmm. In fact,
but that is further down. So
if we want to know what's really going on, we should get to E deck.
Okay, well, there is no we here. I cannot leave station unmanned while there is things happening. You can go if you wish, but there are only 2 places it is safe to be, here and with Mother.
Hang on.
Look, we can try to contact him.
And I'll go over to the weapons cabinet.
You go back over to the weapons cabinet. Unfortunately, it's absolutely empty.
Slam the door on it. Fucking hell.
It's literally
they thought of everything, didn't they? Bloody hell.
There.
Can we talk to Ijiri? What the fuck is going on down there?
Hold on. Let me see if I can get communications working.
Okay. You're going to make...
So that we can actually talk.
Sure, yeah. Make a contact roll.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay, yeah, you can get like internal comms, so you can do voice to voice.
I'll do voice to voice.
Can we all loop in?
If you want to.
Yeah, and I'll loop our team in.
I think. So we connect this all together. You can hear, Navar, Ajiri, Sajad, and Hellstrom, who is probably drawing love hearts, his book for Navar right now. Best person
Dr. Ajiri, do you read me over?
Drebakowski, yeah, I can hear you.
I have communications back up and running, but there is very strange things happening on station.
Yeah, tell me about it. What have you got?
Well, we have some kind of strange killer up here who has
Gotta look at
attacked
Navarre.
Lark. It's not Navarre, no.
As you
It
watch,
tore Lark's head off.
As
We,
you
we've,
watch-
we've shut the doors.
like
Was it
this
Joe?
thing has gone to an airlock, and you can see it like the PDT on the hollow thing, like it's doing that glitching thing where it's like bump 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 either side of the wall, sort of like I can't
Oh no.
tell.
What was the PDT? Who was the person? Can we get that information? Someone has like either gone mad or I've gone a bit mad, but I saw this person tear Lark's head off, like twist her head off and drop her on the floor.
It must be a synth. It's probably a working Joe. They're
It's someone with a PDT. And I don't.
This was PDT. It
Yeah.
has PDT, and it is what color was the PDT? Was it one of the yellow station ones?
It's red.
The blue
It's-
ones.
the-
red.
It's the thing that attacked you was a red one. It's called Mure, MURE, and it's now doing
Mure.
that thing where it.
Okay,
Look.
I have a PDT location, but it's glitching right now. It looks. Oh no!
Can you get a PDT
I think it's gone
location
outside
for-
station.
The station brought something on board 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Luger, you are being hysterical.
I'm
We
not.
don't know that
It's
this
the
is brought on
Cronus.
station.
I make
the
a command
Cronus.
roll to make them be clearer
Sure, yeah, that'd be
because
perfect.
I'm
yeah.
getting annoyed at the question. It's like one at a time. Tell me what's happening. The prisoners have escaped down here. Okay.
Can you get the PDT location for
I
a
thought it was
prisoner?
one at a time. Which one
called
is talking
Wix.
first?
Let Ajiri make his command roll.
His herding cats roll.
His make people
That's right.
use proper strict radio
Okay.
comms.
Lots of die. 1 success.
Excellent.
Or two ones on the black die. So is that just one stress I add for that, or is it two?
So the black dice, are they your stress rolls?
No.
No, okay, so
You
that
don't
doesn't
add
matter.
stress for black dice.
It's just the yellow. Are you using the alien dice? Okay, right, cool.
Yeah.
Only if you see a facehugger. It's only if you see a facehugger.
Okay, I thought if I rolled a 1, is it if I fail a roll, I'd get a stress?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
no, we might have got it wrong last week. I was remembering
Melee sometimes gives you stress for shits and giggles.
just for fun.
Oh, okay.
Just for fun.
Cool.
Why not?
She's trying to
Okay.
fuck you up.
Yeah.
In that
it's
case,
a
one
cinematic.
success.
All right. So who do you want to talk next, Ajiri? And what do you want them to tell you?
I want to talk
Okay.
because I'm in charge.
Everybody shut up. Everybody respond to Ajiri.
Derikowski, we're on deck G. I've got that correct, right?
Mhm.
We're on deck G. The prisoners have escaped. They're rioting against the working Joes. Although it seems the working Joes have malfunctioned. They thought we were prisoners. We don't know where the warden is. We've been told to look for a person called Wix. What have you got going on? We can't get out
Okay.
the chute. It's blocked by a riot.
What is happening here is we have identified that there is multiple PDT contact. I have you and rest of team tagged as yellow PDTs, so I know where you are. I can see you moving on station map. I have restored basic function to communications and operations, so we can track where you are. However, Luger has seen this thing outside, which killed Lark. I will let Luger explain in a moment. But also we have several different locations for multiple signatures on PDT readout. So there are at least 4 separate groups. There is station personnel, there is us, there is convicts, and then there is 5 separate groups. There is also something that has been designated as these red PDTs, and they appear to be the threat that Luger will tell about. But also there is a Weyland-Yutani team spreading through the station with unusual designation I am not familiar with. And I'll read out one of the designations.
Yeah,
I might leave out Luger's name from that.
yeah, it's W.Y. Cronus is the name.
On top of that, Mother is not in expected location, is downstairs in Spa.
So we want to avoid red dots. Can you see? We need to find this person called Wix. Perhaps are there any of the dots that look like they might be in an office with a few others,
I don't
orchestrating.
know that you'll be looking for office, but I will find Wix. Meanwhile, Luger can explain attack monster that killed Lark.
Yeah, you're going to need to be clear about that.
So I'm going to search for Wix on
Okay.
the readout.
So all the station level ones are all just blue dots. Like this data keeps asking you for clearance authorization kind of thing. It's like, provide the security staff security clearance, and I will tell you who all these people are, unless they are the people I'm not supposed to care about. In their case, you can know about your team and this WY Cronus crew. While that is you're having this conversation, the riot seems to have quietened. And from where you are, you can hear Navar and perhaps Sajad. There is a shadow and then movement coming down the corridor.
Ejiri. There's something in there's a ship or a pod, the Chiron from the Cronus, in the Deck G starboard hangar deck. They brought this on. It's been missing for 76 years, and they found it in a plasma stream out there. And I'm pointing, but no one can see me. Out there, and I've look. They've been hiding something. They're keeping it secret. I don't know what it is, but it's to do with these lights. Something going on. The ship. They brought the ship back on. They're one of these. This signature, this thing that I saw, is down as one of the Cronus signatures. There's something happened to these people. We have to figure out what it is. It doesn't matter about these prisoners. It doesn't matter about the working Joes. That's just like a symptom of a problem. There's a real problem that has to be sorted out.
Okay, I think our priority is to probably get off of the station and then contact local authorities and see if we can get the US Marines in. I think that's probably their fallback or whatever their standard procedure is. But
I have to get to E-Deck.
Was that where Mother is? You need to contact Mother?
E-Deck.
Mother is located on C deck. We are currently on B deck.
E-Deck is the deck you crashed on. All right. So, two things happen. While Luger is chatting, Drabakowski, we're going to deal with you at the end. But something draws your attention. Navar, Hellstrom, and Sajad, this thing that's been approaching, Sajad sort of pushes you behind, and she looks over to you and she goes, "It's one of the convicts. He looks a bit, well, he's not dead. I could, do you want me to?" And she looks at Navar because Ajiri, you're like talking with the folks, and she's like, yep. "Navar, what are we?"
Not yet.
Okay.
Let it get closer. And I'll look. Does she have any other guns on her other than her shotgun?
No, she just has this.
She just has
this stun gun. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll basically say, well, let's let him get close enough to speak. If we can find out who Wix is, that will help us.
All right. So it's moving into shot. Moving as it kind of comes down. It's a big dude. It's the one who had the flamethrower, right?
Right. Has he still got it?
He's still got it. The light at the end of the flamethrower is out. Like he's used up all his flamethrower for now. And you hear this big dude. You hear him say, "We know you're up ahead. We've been tracking you around the station. You've not been here long. You crashed the ship up on Residential."
That's right.
We don't mean you any harm. This place is fucked up. You can get us off. We can keep you alive long enough. Come with me if you want to live.
Me and my wife saw you from across the bar. We like your vibe.
Yeah. And this dude with the flamethrower steps in. He's wearing a yellow jumpsuit. You can see on his shirt it says WY844528. And underneath that, in the Weyland-Yutani script, it says Amor, AMOR, next to it. Whilst this dude, come with me if you want to live, can the three of you just take your headphones off for a moment? So, Ben, Drebakowski's there. She's been looking over the stuff. When she got into this place, she could hear the beating in her ears, this strange kind of connection. And it gets louder. It gets louder and worse, increasing your stress level by 1.
Yeah.
And as you're looking at this hollow table, and looking over the things, you can just feel yourself like you need to go, like the beating is lower, like something about the main concourse, something about there is just so tantalizing. I'll post this secret so you can read it again. But everybody can put the headphones on.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Don't
No,
you
no,
dare.
no. Okay. No.
Right, okay. One of the things I want to do,
Mhm.
because of my objective,
Shenanigans.
it is shenanigans indeed. So I want to typey
Mm-hmm.
and give myself super user access
Okay.
to the system, transfer command and control across to my PDAT.
Sure.
If I can do such a thing by hackering.
Make a Comtech roll.
Come on, dice, don't fail me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I got a 1 on a face hugger. I've got 5 successes and a 1 on a face hugger. That's an extra point of stress. But a total of 6.
6. Oof, could. All right. You don't get
Yikes.
you don't get entirely the complete access you want. But sorry, I was just laughing at the big fish wiggly. You don't get entirely the access you want, but you do. If you want, you could start getting into the restricted access files. Like you haven't got like top level warden kind of stuff, but you've probably get yourself in with like what is he in Alien 3? The second in command guy who's the number. Like
87.
87. Yeah, you've got 87's level of access kind of thing. So you won't get all the person.
Only I have an IQ more like 187.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get access. It's not complete access, but it is a good level of access for whatever shenanigans you're after. Now everybody can join us.
It was the Millie smiling and Ben looking worried. That combo is just not good.
Brilliant. And our final thing of the day. Let me just bring back up to the right page. I need you all let me see. I need you to all roll a d6.
Oh shit!
Oh,
4. All good.
3.
1.
Fine. Fine. 3 is fine. 1 is fine. How did Ajiri do?
You're on mute.
4. Sorry.
4. Nothing. It was just a roll for fun. It's just a
Didn't
roll.
we enjoy it?
It was just a roll for fun.
No, I don't believe you.
Unless you rolled a 6.
Unless, yeah. And I just need to make a note. No. But yeah, so we have Drabakowski looking at a computer screen, Luga being like, I need to get to residential, Ajiri being like, what? And Navarre looking at a convict who's like, come with me if you want to live. Join us next week for more Heart of Darkness. Thank you for playing games with me. I've had a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, that was cool.
It was cool. What day are we
It's
on?
very cool.
We're on Tuesday.
Yeah.
What happens on Wednesdays on Garblag?
Oh, Watatao.
Oh,
Once upon a time in the old world.
I need to
Episode
catch up.
5, 4,
Four.
5. One of the two.
An integer greater than 2, but lower than 6.
They're on this week, but they're not on next week.
Oh.
Jim's on the Hollybobs.
Well, that's good because that will give me a chance to catch up with the podcasting of Owatitao. As we were talking about podcasts earlier in the day. But yeah, okay. Owatitao. Do we have, we don't have North America on a Wednesday night, do we? No. So
They're Thursday.
No.
Thursdays.
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
finale.
Night City, yeah.
Really a
Where
finale?
we fight over.
Oh, really? A
really
finale.
where we fight over who
Motorcycle
gets to use the
chase.
rocket launcher.
Yeah. Motorcycle chase, rocket launchers, katanas, and Uzis. It's going to be a proper cyberpunk finale.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. And then on Thursdays, we go to Savage Pathfinder or Kingmaker Pathfinder or Space.
One of those, yeah.
Excellent.
They're out of sync with the
Weeks
schedule,
because
so
of holidays and
once Matt updates the schedule, we'll have a better idea.
Been a few interruptions, different holidays and things. So they did a Suede Pathfinder pirate special, which I need to watch back because apparently it's hilarious. And they're kind of they're still around, so definitely show up.
Mm-hmm. And then Friday, how did Ansonverse go?
Oh, well, we got posted to the shittiest posting imaginable by the agency, and it's part 1 of 2 of the finale on Friday.
Part 1 of 2, that's really 5.
No, just part 1 of 2.
It's an aliens joke.
And Lewis is
Lewis
running that.
it.
It's an aliens
Yeah.
joke, folks.
Yeah.
It's an LV832 joke.
I loved watching that. That was brilliant. And
There is a trailer that went up on. No, it didn't. That went up in our little private group. Never mind. There will be a trailer up soon.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets. Join the Discord. Maybe you can see it first. If you haven't watched any of the things we're talking about, it's all on the YouTube. We update the YouTube at the weekend. What did we have this weekend? We had some Alien. We had some Owatitao.
Yep.
We had some
Monster of the Week.
Monster of the Week.
Yep.
But yeah, come and join us. And if you do join us on the YouTube, please leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, and all that kind of stuff. If you are watching on the YouTube, I've paid attention to some videos recently. I know what Pete says. If you're watching on the YouTube, we're live on twitch.tv/Garbag Games, and you can come and you can see the shenanigans as it happens, and then watch again on the YouTube later.
Pete, don't forget to close down the prediction.
Oh yeah.
Oh, give some people their points.
Yeah, Simon's alive.
For now.
Simon's alive.
I know.
I've seen
There you
Simon
go.
play before. I knew it would take more than a prison riot to end him.
It'll be great.
It was just the gung ho. I'm gonna knife him. It's like, whoa, hello.
Yeah.
It's the psychotic level headedness of it. It's just like, well, I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah.
Let's see where I stab
Let's see
him.
where I stab him.
I love it. And as we were talking about it at the start of the show, because we helped Simon find our Coriolis podcast, which we're currently sort of in the middle of a break for. So if you want to catch up with 30 episodes of Coriolis or a bunch of the Garblag podcasts, if you go to Spotify, iTunes, or your favorite podcast app, type in Garblag Games and see what comes up, and listen and enjoy, and then come to the Discord and tell us about it. It's great. There we go. I feel like this was a slightly better end of the show ramble than last week.
Very good. Getting
better at it. Remember,
I think we were all drunk or tired last week, weren't we? I can't remember.
I think I was
drunk.
Yeah, one of the two. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. We're all going to go and laugh and probably post GIFs in the Discord. Thank you very much. See you all soon. I'm going to press a button. We're going to disappear. Bye.